Donald Trump calling Hillary Clinton a liar, openly calling her a liar, making up that story about his being a recruitment video for ISIS. He's now demanding an apology for her lies. Sit tight. We're coming right back. Let's go to some audio sound bites from the Democrat debate Saturday night that literally nobody watched. Yeah, the Jets and Cowboys on, I don't know, that was on the NFL Network. Actually, it's not. They reported an audience of 8 million for this, which we have to accept it. That's what the rating services said. But if we're going to accept it, 18 million watched the Republicans and not question it. Okay, then 8.5 million watched this, but Lord knows why. Saturday night, St. Anselm College. Democrat candidates debated. During a segment on foreign policy, one of the moderators, David Muir, from ABC's World News Tonight, said, Secretary Clinton, you have weighed in already on Donald Trump. You've weighed in on his proposed ban on Muslims entering the country. What would you say to the millions of Americans watching tonight who agree with Trump? Are they wrong?
He is becoming ISIS's best recruiter. They are going to people showing videos of Donald Trump insulting Islam and Muslims in order to recruit more radical jihadists. So I want to explain why this is not in America's interest to react with this kind of fear and respond to this sort of bigotry.
All right. Let me analyze this for just a second. What are we told every day by Obama and Hillary and the rest of the Democrats? That Islam's a nation of peace. And that Islam opposes terrorism and ISIS as much as anybody else does. There is no terrorism in Islam. And so these terrorists claiming that they're Islam, they're not. They're bastardizing it or they're making fun of it or whatever, but they're not really Muslims. They're pretenders. Okay, that's on over here. Now, Hillary Clinton says that all you have to do to convert one of those peaceful Muslims to a terrorist is show them a videotape of Donald Trump. How does that work, folks? You show somebody in a religion of peace a videotape of Donald Trump, and it automatically turns him into a terrorist? I mean, that's what she's saying. That's what she's saying, that they've got these recruitment videos. He's becoming ISIS's best recruiter. They're going to people showing videos of Trump insulting Islam and Muslims, and they're recruiting more terrorists. How does that happen? The religion of peace is the religion of peace, and members of the religion of peace are peaceful people. And all you have to do to turn them into ISIS-type terrorists is show them a picture of Trump or a videotape of Trump. How does that work? Must not be too peaceful to start with if it doesn't take any more than that to turn them into a jihadist. Why doesn't anybody question Hillary just on the very basis of what she says? I mean, she's lying through her teeth here, and Trump has exposed it in the, you know what? Even the left-wing fact-checkers couldn't cover this up. All of these communist left-wing, like PolitiFact, and over at the Washington Post, their Pinocchio guy, all of these fact-check, they're all liberal Democrat media people, these fact-checkers for the most part. They can't find, there's no evidence, there is no video. There's no video of Trump doing anything. But imagine if there were. Somebody needs to ask Mrs. Clinton, wait a minute, Mrs. Clinton, is it that easy to convert a member of the religion of peace to a jihadist? Just show them a video of Donald Trump? Is that all it takes? If that's all it takes, we are in a big trouble here. If that's all it takes to recruit a peaceful Muslim to a murdering terrorist, I mean, we've got problems. Why don't you just, somebody ask her that, you know, one sniff radicalization. Doesn't make sense. Kind of like this mathematics, how the rich have gotten rich by stealing all the money from the poor. I never have understood the math on that. And I don't understand this. Anyway, speaking of Hillary and videos, how about the audacity of even talking about a video? I guess they figure it worked once. We'll try it again. Remember this from 2012?
This video is disgusting and reprehensible. It appears to have a deeply cynical purpose to denigrate a great religion and to provoke rage.
Okay, that's the mysterious video from YouTube that nobody ever saw, that the video maker was in jail, put in jail for. But again, Here you have members of a religion of peace. They are Muslims and they don't believe in terrorism. They're as opposed to it as we are. All that has to happen is they see a video on YouTube. Well, they don't even see it. All they have to do is hear about some video on YouTube, and instantaneously they join a protest movement in Benghazi in which 4 Americans are killed. Is that how easy it is? Do Obama and Hillary really want to portray Islam this way? That all you've got to do to turn them to jihad is show them a video insulting Islam to one degree or another? And by the way, how is a temporary moratorium on Muslims being allowed to come into America, how is that justification for joining the jihad? But Mrs. Clinton and President Obama seem to think it makes perfect sense that you could show a member of the religion of peace a video of Trump suggesting a temporary moratorium, and hell yes, it makes all kinds of sense they'd become a jihadist. Well, it doesn't make sense to me. So now let's go to Trump. He's on Meet the Press on Sunday. F. Chuck Todd says, now I know what you're about to say. No fact checker has been able to back up her claim on that.
Exactly correct. I was going to say that. Exactly correct. Nobody has been able to back that up. It's nonsense. It's just another Hillary lie. She lies like crazy about everything, whether it's trips where she was being gunned down in a helicopter or an airplane. She's a liar, and everybody knows that. She just made this up in thin air.
Yeah, she lied about her first name. She lied about being named after the great mountaineer, Sir Edmund Hillary. The problem is nobody knew who he was until 6 years after she was born. He didn't climb the mountain until 6 years after she was born. She could not possibly have been named for the guy. So F. Chuck Todd, trying to limit the damage to Hillary, says, you're right, there's no evidence yet. But if you knew your words were being used, now get this. This is how it works. Hillary makes something up about a Trump video ending up recruiting for ISIS. There isn't a video. It has been fact-checked. She lied. She made it up. It isn't true. Then he snarkily says, I knew you were going to say it. I knew you were going to. But Donald, yeah, there's no evidence. But what about the seriousness of the charge, Donald? What if you knew your words were being used that way? Would you change your language? Chuck, what the hell kind of question is that? You take something that isn't happening. You take a lie from Hillary Clinton. Nobody can find any evidence of it. She's a flat-out liar on this, and then you dare to ask, but what if it were true? It's the old seriousness of the charge versus the nature of evidence question. And as far as the left is concerned, the seriousness of the charge trumps everything. And here is Trump's answer.
No, because I think that my words represent toughness and strength. Hillary's not strong. Hillary's weak, frankly. She's got no stamina. She's got nothing.
Wait, let me stop you there.
She couldn't even get back. She couldn't even get back on the stage. Nobody even knows what happened to her. It's like she went home and went to
Why
sleep.
do you keep going on this?
She couldn't even get back on the stage last night. Well, I'll tell you why. Because we need a president with great strength and great stamina. And Hillary doesn't have that. We cannot have another bad president like we have right now. We need a president with tremendous intelligence, smarts, cunning, strength, and stamina.
That's right. Hillary can't even hold it for 2. Why not wear a diaper? For if you can't hold it for 2 hours, get a Depends in there or something, or whatever the else. Anyway, you still notice there's old F. Chuck there. Come on, why do you keep asking? Come on, Donald, why do you keep going? Why do you keep going on this? Hey, Chuck, why do you ask all these hypotheticals? We know they circle the wagons and defend the Democrats. We know, but this is just blatantly honest, or blatantly transparent, with F. Chuck trying to limit the damage to Hillary here. So now we move back to the Today Show, still on NBC, but this is the Today Show today. Matt Lauer says, you fired right back at Hillary after the debate on Saturday night. She said that your words on this ban of Muslims entering the country become ISIS's best recruiting tool. that they're actually showing people videos of your comments. You said there's no proof, there's no tape, thus she's a liar, and you say she lies a lot. But don't you open yourself up to the very same criticism when it comes to your claims that thousands of Muslims celebrated on 9/11? There's no tape, there's no proof. So are you guilty by your same standard?
Well, first of all, there is proof because many people saw that happen, Matt, as you know. It was written about in the Washington Post and numerous other places. As far as Hillary is concerned, whether it's Whitewater or the email scandal, she always lies. And now to be saying that we're just right in the perfect spot with respect to ISIS, I don't think that's a lie. I really don't think she knows what she's doing. She's been a mess no matter where she's been. She's created a mess. You look at her record as Secretary of State.
So Matt Lauer says, I went back to your own book, The Art of the Deal. You wrote about some of the things that you said in the past. I play to people's fantasies. I call it truthful hyperbole. It's an innocent form of exaggeration, very effective form of promotion. So is Hillary Clinton lying, or is she taking a page out of your playbook?
Matt, you're talking about people dying. You're talking about making up tapes and videos which don't exist. Her spokesperson last night made the statement, and I think she said she was sorry. She said the videos do not exist. Her spokesperson said this. So what am I going to tell you? Now, I would say this, Matt. I will demand an apology from Hillary, okay? You can be the messenger. I will demand an apology from Hillary. She should apologize. She lies about emails. She lies about Whitewater. She lies about everything. She will be a disaster as president.
Now, understand, none of that bothers Matt Lauer, and none of it bothers F. Chuck Todd. They don't care Hillary's lying. They don't care that she may be insane. They don't care that she might be unstable. They don't care that she might be destructively incompetent. All they know is they have to limit the damage. And they limit the damage by trying to ask questions of Trump that make him look even worse, and thus hypocritical. And we will be back.